How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? We're back with another video. This is our full guide let's play series for Summoners War. Now, I did change a little thing in the title because I did decide to do something different. As well as you could probably hear my voice sounds a lot clearer. I fixed up the Blue Yeti, got all the settings I needed to do to make it sound really nice, and well, hopefully it should pay off. But yeah, going back to what I was gonna say about the new addition or the change to this series. I mean, everybody does a let's play and everybody plays through the game the simple way, and if you get the stable monsters you want to do it that way. I decided to do something a little bit different, a little bit eccentric. I'm going to be using every single monster I get that I find useful. Some of the 2 stars, all of the 3 stars, natural 4 stars and 5 stars obviously if we get them, which also leads me to bring to you guys, if you see right here, last lightning since, I kind of combined it with both my accounts, although right here we pulled our first lightning and it was the Water Rakshasa Sue. She's actually a very good monster. Believe it or not, she's got a lot of great things. My second favorite one for sure. We're gonna want to awaken her and everything. She hits hard already for not having that great runes. Her leader skill is great. Attack power for all monsters under any circumstances, so obviously very great leader, especially when you know the Magic Knight doesn't have a leader skill. Wait, does she awaken with one? Yeah, she does. Yeah, so she gets the same leader skill, but right now she doesn't have that, so very useful for her to have it around. She attacks and recovers by 50% of inflicted damage, and attack is guaranteed a stun if the enemy is suffering more than 2 harmful effects, so that's actually very good too. Her second skill does continuous damage based on critical hits, so we need to get her crit rate very high. Early on I think we'll just go a triple blade set, although eventually we're going to need to switch that around, and decreases speed, and the damage increases according to attack speed. So again, something you want to build with speed. We don't have any speed on her because her runes are pretty much not anything crazy, you know, we're just trying to put on stuff. Now, I did have a few people say that it might be very consuming to try and build every single unit. I don't think so though. It'll definitely take a lot longer. If you guys are looking for like a full guide to like how to get to Guardian rank as fast as possible, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to give that to you right away, but what I will be able to give you is, without a doubt, the most thorough run through of every single monster. I'm not using any of these to go to waste. All these monsters have very good uses. As well, I just want to clarify one thing. If you can hear in the background, I'm trying some new music. It's supposed to be royalty free. Hopefully it is. That's my, like, I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that that's how it is, because it would definitely suck to get another copyrighted video. I have a couple of those. I don't change them as long as they aren't harmful to the owner of the music or harmful to me. As long as we can keep that, you know, in equal balance, that's fine. So you guys can see I've pulled a lot of 3-star monsters since the last time we played. In fact, I think it's been a week. I'm going to start uploading this more often. It's just I do a lot of off-camera training. So you guys can see this was our light and dark scroll pull. I'm not happy with it, but who knows, we might be able to use it for something. So we pulled a lot of units. I was using him for the attack. The leader skill increases attack power of monsters by 15%, and using a lot of these other guys here. We have another one. There's just a lot of stuff to build. So in terms of progression, now I will be telling you guys how to progress at a normal rate, although building at my own rate, if that makes sense. In terms of normal progression, what you should have been doing is, you know, by now you should be upgrading the strongest monsters that you want to build and kind of putting together a team out of the units that you have, maybe with him, her, sorry, and then a healer or whatever, and trying to take on these. I'm currently trying to get hard completed on all of these, go back and do hard until I'm good enough to do Timor Desert. The quickest, or what you want to do is try and complete Famon as quick as possible, and by doing that, you're gonna have to go back and do all of them. Or you may have to do that. I've been spending a crap load of time in Giants B3 and just farming for runes. I've actually gotten a lot of decent runes for my monsters. you can see that we got these came with it, but 4-star attack runes. I'm not going to be upset at that at all. I have runed out the majority of my monsters. Some of them, like him, just haven't gotten enough energy runes. Let's see what this is. This is a good rune, actually. I don't think we have a monster. Yeah, we might as well put it on. To be honest, it doesn't matter who goes on what runes unless I'm really trying to do anything, because I'm going to try and build, like I said, every single monster, which might take a very long time, but I'm going to show you guys the importance of these monsters that you guys are looking over and show you that you should not be passing on the Water Warbear, who has actually helped me so much with his leader skill and just being a tank. Tractor, the Water Frankenstein, very, very good monster with this defense and everything. He's a pain in the ass. Then I actually built two of these girls. I have one on, it was supposed to be on Fatal, but I put the crit rate, so I would really want her on Fatal Blade, but right now she's on Blade with Fatal fillers. But she is supposed to be the attack one, and then I built a second one to take in that is on Despair for stun. So, and she's actually worked really, really well. Yeah, I have been upgrading some of these runes a little bit too much. I need to calm it down, but just trying to improve the monsters. That's the important thing. So we'll check the shop out here, and hopefully you guys have been doing the right things. Oh, well, we can't even get that. I wouldn't even go for those right now. We just don't have the money. We've been saving up some crystals. We're almost at 750, although I don't think I'll be buying a premium pack. On my main account, I've been farming Giants B10, and okay, I thought we were gonna get a monster, but we got 20 crystals. I guess I'll take it. So yeah, on my main account, I've actually been doing a lot of just farming B10, and then like every week I seem to get like 750 crystals for some reason, so I've been spending on premium packs. The last premium pack was actually pretty good. I got 3 lightning out of it, another Fire Barbarian King, so I actually ended up with duplicates. Then I got Emma, the Water Neostone Agent, and I pulled one other thing. I don't know what it was. I don't know, but then the one before that I actually got another Julian. So I have 2 Julian. I'm just kind of stacking up on monsters right now. I don't need to progress too far because I've been working on this account a lot. Here we go. That took a long time. I'm actually wasting a lot of time on doing everything but grinding. So, like I said, a lot of the grinding I'm going to be doing is off camera, but I can do some of it. I refrain from doing these, although I might want to do this for the 100,000, but I'm not going to have enough time to complete all of them. On this side, I've been trying to complete the energy used. It gives you these, so pretty useful. If you do all of them, it gives you a Devilmon, which would definitely be useful, but right now we don't have a lot of monsters who definitely need Devilmon. Although, you know, it might be a good idea because I'm not going to be foddering anything unless there's absolutely no reason. For example, if I get 2 Water Warbears, I'll feed one because you don't need to. You know, if I get Hellhound, obviously I'll feed another one, but if I get 2 Sue, they're actually not bad monsters, and I don't want to fodder away any 4 stars. As well as, let's see, any attackers or any monsters that can be doubled up on, I would build a second one. But for example, one of these, I would feed one to the other. That's just my preference. I mean, if you guys want to leave down in the comments below what you think I should do, I would definitely try that. But yeah, right now we're trying to beat this. Trying to beat this monster on hard. My current units can't do it, but actually, what does he have leader skill? No, he doesn't. So thank goodness for this leader skill right here. We're gonna take this monster in because it's pretty much one-hit knockout. We'll take him in, and do we have a healer? Actually, we have the provoke. We'll go with the AoE provoke. He'll take the hits, and then the fire samurai. Kudos to whoever that was. Will pretty much be our attackers. So we'll throw this on auto because we really don't need to do anything with it, and I'll take a drink real quick because my throat's getting really dry. Sorry. So at this point in the game, progression wise, I would be a little bit off course to everybody else. Everybody else is probably going to be working on their first 5-star foddering away a lot of their stuff, kind of building their team. What you want to do at this point, maybe once you're starting to get to the point where you want to beat Famon, is working on one designated attacker and filling up his entire runes, and getting him as much attack as you can. Don't cut corners on your attack at all. And then, build pretty much HP on the others. The Hellhound is actually a very good attacker if you want to go with her. That would work perfectly. Other than that, also you want to start awakening some of the monsters. I did spend some time in the, what are they called? The magical, or the elemental dungeons or whatever, but unfortunately it does take a lot of time to do that because I have a lot of monsters to awaken, but you should be awakening your main monsters, getting them to 5-star, and kind of upgrading them and putting adequate runes on them. Yeah, there you go. Doing anything you can to really complete out your main team. If you are building the way I'm building, if you are going the path I'm going, it's going to take a lot longer. You're going to want to build more monsters, and pretty much when I'm farming, I'm building units up and putting teams, so that way I'm always gaining experience for the most part on most of my monsters. For example, I'm not going to be turning any of these into 4 stars or 5 stars until I max out on the rest of these 3s. Might seem like a long course of action and might be really annoying, but it's actually not. A lot of these monsters have some cool tactics to them, and if I spend so much time farming runes and leveling them up, by the time I know it, all these monsters are going to have decent runes. So I'm not going to be having to run back and forth making a team. I'll already have teams, and my luck with lightning is absolutely awful on this account. I think in like 15 scrolls, Sue was the only nat 4 that I got. So I'm probably going to be stuck with mostly 3 stars. What else? Alright, so we did beat that. Now we can go into here and do hard on this. Limbo. Again, I want to take in monsters that haven't already hit their peak. Although that's not the best idea because these monsters are getting progressively stronger as my mains are getting progressively weaker. So we'll take it in with this team. If it doesn't work, I'll just replace one of the monsters with a, what do they call it? A rep from somebody else. Because if I can get a rep from somebody else, then it'll work well. I think I actually might be uploading 2 of these episodes today. That way I can make up for the, week in between every time I upload. I know it sucks. I don't get to upload it often. And I'm really trying to continue this series because I love this series. And a lot of my other series have gained some popularity, but then I cut them off because they gain a lot of popularity after I leave them alone, if that makes sense. Like my first Let's Play, it got maybe 50 views within a month, and then I come back now and it's at like 200. And then I did a couple other things. This it's kind of growing. People are enjoying it. I really just want to show you guys that there is a ton of different things you can do in this game. Their units are everywhere, and you're not looking at them the way you should be looking at them. I know I'm not the best player in the world for this type of deal, and I don't have all of the Summoner's War information, right? But I have so many good ideas and so many things I like to try because I love building monsters. I just love doing it. I love having different units, and I love having new things to work on. It's my funnest, or the most fun thing in the world. Now, yes, granted, to skill up and max skill these monsters is going to be a pain in the butt. I don't really mind. I still feel like it's definitely going to be fun. And is this the despair one? I think this is the despair one. Okay, you're still alive. All right, let's go ahead and stun some of these. All right, we stunned 1. Yikes. Okay, so we killed one of them. I don't think we'll be able to do it, to be honest. If this music gets quiet or annoying or whatever, just let me know and I'll change it up for next episode. I just wanted to try something different and see what it would do. And to me, it's kind of nice. I like it. But to other people, it might not be so nice. So we'll see what happens. So she leveled up. We're gonna actually go back and remove him and throw in just some random monsters. We're gonna throw in some units that some rep units, that way we can still get experience but be able to progress through the game with stronger units or monsters, because we definitely can't beat this this stage with just our worst units. Maybe our best units we could, but not our worst ones. So if you guys are actually interested to know what I'm planning on doing with these certain monsters, so you're not just in the blue, I think the Water Rakshasa Sue is going to be my new attacker. She's going to be my nuker, because she's got very good damage. She does a plethora of different things based on crit rate, so I'll definitely be getting her crit rate up. She's not going to be a great farmer. She's a decent farmer, but I think the Magic Knight is better because AoE everywhere. So just naturally, I've gained a little bit more respect for her. I actually kind of like her now. Whereas if you guys watched since the beginning, you really know that I did not like her in the beginning. I was very against her. And if you are watching this without watching the previous videos, what are you doing? You should be watching the previous videos first. It's definitely one of my pet peeves is to watch a series not on episode 1. I don't know why, but it's drives me nuts. So with the 2 fire fairies, I'm planning on awakening and building both of them and putting them in crowd control teams. One of them is going to be straight nuke, straight damage, probably a little bit faster. Actually, no, I think I want the despair one faster. The despair one is going to be for stunning and just stun the crap out of everything, and the second one is going to do a huge blow of damage. They are both the same units, and I didn't want to feed one to the other one because I did like the fact that I had 2 of them. So far, I've been actually really impressed by the way they work. I was not expecting to enjoy even 1 fire fairy, although 2 fire fairies have been very useful, and I never would have thought that. I would have honestly used the rest of my monsters and just left them to rot in the thing or use them as food, but both of them together work really well. They are a very good pair. They always seem to be doing a lot of stuff for me, and obviously the Water Magic Knight is going to be probably my main farmer up until I pull something else that has max AoE, which I probably won't. So actually this is a guard rune area, so that's really good because Tractor needs some new runes. I'll show you Tractor right now. Come on. Yeah, my throat's acting up. But it always is, so yeah, he definitely needs more runes. In fact, what do I have here? Oops, not that. See, I could do this right here, but I'm gonna save it until we're done. We're gonna just throw in some other monsters and pretty much go with it. So if you guys want to know what kind of striked me to do this, is really, I get bored easily with running the same teams through the same dungeons, same thing, and I did not, like, honestly, on my main, I have like 10 monsters that I use and nothing else. I have like 13 4-star or like nat 4s in my storage that have not been built at all, and I thought, of course it would take a lot longer to go back and make like 25 5-stars and not have a 6-star. That might take a lot of work, but I'm actually thinking you can either have maybe 10 5-stars and a 6-star, or you could have 20 something 5-stars and put all your time into building runes for them, and they could, you know, conquer most of the content in the game. That was my thought process, and honestly, I'm gonna try it. Nobody's tried it. I want to do different things. I want to be unique. Everybody else is gonna say, you know, be against the fact that, oh, you're building every monster, you're gonna run out of storage, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Just take it one step at a time. If you guys want to see something in particular, I'll do something in particular. If you want to see me focus most of my time into one unit, I will. But I'm not gonna stop using the other units because so many units get just thrown away for no reason, and then it becomes a waste. Like right now, I'm running through doing hard on every single stage, and which is what you guys should be doing too. Clear scenario before you even try and build teams for other things. You may want to go back and build teams to clear scenario, but when you're doing giants or dragons or anything like that, make your goal to be able to beat or clear scenario before it's to be able to clear arena or anything like that. Don't do anything crazy. I think actually I'll be uploading my next episode today as well, and it's going to be arena oriented and a lot of other content than just the scenario, but I'm going to do that so you guys can see what exactly you should be doing if you choose not to do scenario. So this episode is pretty much, you know, if you're running scenario, what should you be doing? This is exactly it. Just running through, clearing them on easy and hard, and if you get stuck in a scenario that you just can't beat, go back and clear the rest on hard, level your monsters up, and farm runs. Honestly, it would be easy mode if I just foddered all my 3 stars into the current monsters that I have to make them 4 stars and just powered them up real strong and made them real tough. Yeah, they could probably beat the ones I'm stuck at. But if I have more units to choose from, I have more things to go with, and honestly, that's good for me. And it builds your theory crafting, which is great, and exercises your creativity and ability to try different things out, you know. I've always been curious on how certain things work, and if you guys are thinking about running a fire fairy, I'd be totally for it if I were you. Kind of what I'm just, you know, using them as an example because I have 2 of them. I think that 2 are a really good idea. And I know I keep going on this, but just, I was not expecting it. I was not expecting them to perform what they're performing, but back-to-back AoE skills, if they were both on Despair, that would be something. Although I want one to be an attacker, so. Let's see, what else? Tion the Light Garuda. Now, a lot of people don't build Tion, and I'm not seeing 6-star potential out of Tion in the near future. And my reasoning for that is the fact that he does do a revive, he does do a stun, but it's a very low chance, I believe. Yeah, he does. And he also does the revamp or whatever, where he can power up somebody's attack bar and their attack power for 1 turn and let them attack. But at that point, he's just a 5-star monster, in my opinion, a good supportive monster to throw in with a nuke team and a tank supporter or defense, or, you know, whatever. He's used, a lot of people say you should make him quick. Honestly, I believe you should make him slower than your nuker, and this is why. I'll tell you guys in a second. Actually, let me clear through this so I don't ramble on for too long, because everybody knows that'll happen. I'm really bad with that. Just add this. Nope, come on, add this. There you go. Alright, so the reason I believe Tion should be slower than your nuker, imagine this. Your nuker attacks and does his 2nd best attack, for example. I don't want to go, you know, his 3rd skill, but let's say Magic Knight does the 2nd skill and attacks everything. And then let's say Tion goes directly after and revamps him and buffs up his attack bar full and gives him attack power. Now, he just hit 2 turns. That's basically a violent proc with an added attack boost to the end of it. That's great. That will do tremendous damage, whereas you can make him go before your nuker and buff him up, but you would only get 1 turn out of your nuker rather than 2. So personally, I think I'm going to build Tion slower. He's going to be a slow monster, but he's going to be tanky, and he's going to have high accuracy and pretty much just be able to survive and do what he needs to do, and obviously revive as well. Fire Hellhound, he's a very good clear. He's pretty much going to be the one monster or 1 unit that can just, oh, we're actually not going to beat this. Uh-oh. Alright, I better take in my best team for this. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna put in my best, I'm gonna put in my main unit, and we're gonna go ahead and we'll try this. Excuse me. My throat. I'm getting a lot of allergies. Alright, so yeah, pretty much the Fire Hellhound, strong damager. He can heal himself with his 2nd skill, I believe, and his 2nd skill does incredible damage, so he's gonna be good for taking out 1 monster, 1 pesky attacker, or whatever. I want to build him faster than everybody, because his 3rd skill, when he's awakened, the crit rate and crit damage, or crit rate and attack damage, or attack power buff, is actually gonna be very good. So he'll just be a supporter that can clear whoever else survives, or, you know, kill nukers, and build him faster than everybody. Personally, that's what I would use him for. With the units I have a lot of strong attacking units. I just need guys to be able to efficiently pull and draw those powers out to do as much damage as they possibly can. So that's just what my idea is. Let's see if the okay, this might work. All right, yeah, I think it'll work. Yep. So Water Fairy, I don't think I'm going to use her because she does have a pretty pitiful heal, to be honest. She's really not that useful, but there is some things, I mean, especially in the circumstance where you can't really use her for much. I mean, her HP isn't that great, her damage isn't that great, but she has some things you can use for her. I mean, I'll find a team to put her in, but we're gonna end this episode off. I will record another one right after this for you guys, and it's gonna be more of using or doing things externally from the actual game or the scenario. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes, and thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, subscribe, share, whatever. Just give me some feedback. Let me know how you want it. If you want anything in particular, or you want to see something else completely unrelated. I know I'm doing a lot of Zombies Black Ops now, so if you guys want to see some of that, you feel free to let me know. Also, I stream on Suit and Tie Gamers Twitch. I can leave that in the description below pretty much as often as I can, so you guys can check that out whenever you want to. Thank you guys for watching, and without further ado, stay classy. Peace out.